What's going on, world? I am DJ Swavor, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Ottoman Box Openings. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a shoe that I've been super excited to get on this Ottoman right here and opening for y'all. I'm talking about the Nike Air Uptempo 96s in the night maroon colorway. But of course, before we get to this sneaker review, you know there's something that I got to get off my chest and discuss with my YouTube family. On today's episode, I want to talk about something that everybody in the sneaker game has been affected by one way or the other. I'm talking about bots. If you love sneakers and you buy sneakers all the time, you've either been on the winning end of a bot or the losing end of a bot. What I mean by being on the winning end is that you probably bought a bot for a shoe that was super hyped, that you knew you couldn't get your hands on manually, and that bot had the ability to help you secure a pair of shoes that a lot of people missed out on. Now, what I mean by being on the losing end of a bot is that you were probably cheap, didn't want to pay the extra amount for a bot service, so you tried to do it manually, and what did you do? Take that L. Now, lately, it seems like I've been on the losing end of a bot. As I said before in many videos, I'm cheap as fuck. I'm not shelling out any extra money if I don't have to. If I feel like I have a chance to get a sneaker on my own, best believe I'm taking that chance. But it seems like lately, bots have been eating on sneaker releases like it's a goddamn Thanksgiving feast. And the worst thing about it is, it seems like within the last year, bot services have been costing more and more and more. Now, I know it seems like I'm just complaining about missing out on sneakers, but believe me, there's a point to this subject. The reason I haven't been buying bots lately is because I got smart. If you think about it, the bots are the resale market. Now, I'm not saying you can buy a shoe off resale from a bot. What I'm saying is normally the cost to buy a bot service is pretty much what you pay for a resale on a shoe. For example, bot services for a Yeezy release are normally around $300 to $400 depending on the rarity of that Yeezy release. A Yeezy shoe costs $200 to $220. Now, most of the time, the resale value of a Yeezy starts out around $500. So if you really think about it, if you're paying $300 for that bot service, plus the $200 for the pair of shoes, you're paying the same amount of money you would pay to a reseller to get that shoe. So my logic is, why not try to get that shoe on my own if I'm gonna end up paying $500 anyways? I'm a fucking genius, man. Sometimes you might be able to get a shoe manually, but most of the times you're gonna miss out. But if you're gonna be paying that $500 anyways, you might as well take your chances and try to get it for retail. Right? Now, don't get me wrong, I've been taking some hella L's lately, but I don't give a damn. If I'm gonna end up paying resale anyways, I might as well try to get it for the retail price. That's just my logic on the situation. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to help y'all to be able to possibly keep some money in your pocket. I mean, if you like giving away an extra $300 to buy services, by all means, give it to them. Or better yet, give it to me. Help me build this channel up with your money. A lot of people love using bots, but most of us sneakerheads hate the whole concept of the bot system. Let me know down in the comment section how y'all feel about bots. Me personally, I feel like bots are a necessary evil. I'm like a walking oxymoron, so to speak. I hate using bots, but I use them shits a lot. But I don't like losing shoes to bots, but I love it when I get shoes using bots. Was that clear enough for y'all? One thing is for certain, as long as a person can use a computer or a phone to be able to get a sneaker during the sneaker release, bots ain't going nowhere. But enough about all that though, let's get to this box opening. Yeah. Here we have the Nike Air Uptempo 96 Quick Strike in the night maroon colorway. I'm a 90s baby, straight off the top, just letting y'all know. So the Air Uptempo 96s hold a place in my heart that is near and dear to me. I grew up watching Scottie Pippen play on the Chicago Bulls, and everybody that's a sneakerhead knows that Scottie Pippen put this sneaker on the map. Anytime I see a dope colorway in this silhouette, I'm doing anything I can to get my hands on it. I went with the size 13 in this sneaker. Nike sportswear sneakers and Nike basketball sneakers tend to run true to size. There's not very much size fluctuation like there is in Adidas silhouettes. I wear size 13 and I never size down in any Nike shoe, especially a Nike basketball shoe. So if you've never tried on or had an Air Uptempo before, you always want to go true to size. Enough about all the particulars. Let's get to this box opening. Normal box paper that comes with Nike shoes. Oh shit, that maroon is crazy. Let me get this sneaker out the box. And this is the Nike Air Uptempo 96 Quick Strike in the night maroon colorway. Now, if you're a huge Air Uptempo 96 fan, the first thing you're gonna notice on this sneaker is there are no air units on the bottom. Now personally, I think there's still air in this sneaker, but for some reason they decided to like white out the air bubbles that you would normally see on a regular Air More Uptempo 96 model. To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. Like, I'm seeing it in person and it's like, I want those air units there, man. That's kind of what made this sneaker special. But overall, this sneaker is a nice looking shoe. Now this might be one of the quickest and easiest reviews I've ever done because this shoe is pretty much maroon all over the shoe. I mean, there's not much to explain about it. On the toe box, you have the famous Nike check embroidered into that suede toe box. It seems to be a nice suede for Nike standards. I mean, I'm never going to compare Nike suede to like suede of runners like Asics or Diadora or any shoes like that. But for Nike, this suede seems to be nice to the touch and a pretty good quality. The entire outsole of this sneaker is in like a cream color. I don't know if it really picks up well on this camera, but it's not white. It's really like a off-white kind of chalky color. Unless you can't read or you're hooked on phonics, everybody that has an Air More Uptempo or has seen this shoe knows that the big fuss about this shoe is the AIR that is on the side of the upper. The air on the side as well as the rest of the upper is comprised of a nice suede, the same type of suede you saw on the toe box. Going into the heel portion of the shoe, the upper of the heel is also comprised of that maroon suede that you saw on the other parts of the shoe. You also have that clear, almost gel-like Nike check embossed on the back. The upper of the midsole is the same maroon color that the upper of the shoe is made of, and then you have that off-white sole on the bottom. Going into the inside of the shoe, the inside pretty much mirrors the outside of the shoe. Again, you have your AIR on the side of the upper that is comprised of a maroon suede. You have that maroon midsole that matches the maroon on the upper of the shoe, and then you have that off-white sole on the bottom. Again, I really don't know how I feel about the air bubbles being colored in. Something about having those clear air bubbles on this shoe gave this shoe its pop, and I feel like they kind of dumbed down this sneaker by coloring in the air units that you would normally see. The sneaker only came with the maroon color laces, but I mean, why else would you need any other colors? Maybe if you had like an off-white pair of laces, but I think that would make this shoe look stupid. The tongue is comprised of a mesh material and comes up into a suede material where you see the Nike check. The Nike check is under the strap, but it is definitely embossed in a maroon stitching on top of the tongue. The left shoe completely mirrors the right shoe, so I'm not going to repeat myself and sound redundant. The entire upper is comprised of that maroon suede that you saw on the other shoe with the A, the I, the R on the outside of the shoe as well as the inside of the shoe. The upper of the midsole is the same maroon color that you would see on the upper of the shoe with a off-white sole on the bottom. Let me know how y'all feel about this shoe down in the comment section. Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? Me personally, I think this shoe is nice and sleek. It's not the best Air More Uptempo I've seen in my lifetime, but it's not the worst. My only problem with this particular colorway is that Nike, for some odd reason, decided to color in the normally clear air units on the bottom of the shoe. Me personally, I think the air units are what made this shoe what it is. Besides the AIR on the side, all those air units going from the front to the back of the shoe are what made this shoe so popular back in the day. Why Nike decided to color them in, I have no idea. Maybe they were going for a cleaner, sleeker look, a more upscale look for this shoe, but to me, they completely missed it with that. They should have left those joints clear, and I feel like they would have had a super hit on their hands. On a scale of 1 to 10, I gotta be honest, man, I'm giving this shoe a solid 6, 6.5. Something about those air units brought that score all the way the fuck down for me. If they would have had those air units visible on the bottom of the shoe, I feel like this shoe would have been an easy 8 to a 9. But no, Nike tends to shoot themselves in the foot sometime, and they definitely did that with this sneaker. Am I gonna rock this sneaker? You goddamn right, this shit is clean. But am I gonna act like this shoe was the best Air More Uptempo I've ever seen? Hell to the no. I'm gonna go out there and assume that a lot of people feel the same way I feel, because the resale value on this shoe is like 15 bucks over retail. This shoe retail for like $170, I believe. I'm seeing the resale for this shoe less than $200, like at $180, $185, $190 at the max. I mean, it's Nike, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna restock these eventually, but if you want to shell out an extra 10 bucks than what you would normally pay for retail for the shoe, go for it. The cost for the resale is low, so if you really want this pair of sneakers, go ahead and spend that extra $10 and get you a pair. It's a clean shoe. Would I pay $10 over retail for this shoe? No. But hey, it's not my $10 to spend. So if you got it and you want it, go get it. Nike has a tendency to overdo colorways with classic silhouettes. I just hope this silhouette doesn't start coming out with too many lame colorways and they start sitting on shelves and it brings down the nostalgia of this sneaker model. The Air More Uptempo 96 is near and dear to me. Nike, please don't fuck this silhouette up. Please, I'm begging you. And this is the Nike Air More Uptempo 96 Quick Strike in the Night Maroon colorway. If you haven't already, smash that thumbs up, smash that like button for me. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. And when you subscribe, be sure to hit that bell button next to the subscribe button so when I post something on YouTube, you get it first. Stay tuned to this channel. I'm going to be pumping out more reviews and giving y'all more honest opinions on sneaker matters that are relevant in today's sneaker game. Once again, I am DJ Swavor. This is another episode of Ottoman Box Openings, and until next time, peace.